60% of all residential roof leaks come from one failure point. 1. Professional roofers charge over $1,000 to fix it. The repair material costs $3. It is sitting on a shelf at your hardware store right now. The same tube, the same product, the same technique. The roofer uses it on your roof, then hands you a bill for $1,147. That is the national average. Look it up. The United States roofing industry pulls in $100 billion a year. $100 billion. And the most common repair they sell you requires a tube of sealant that costs less than a fast food meal. Nobody in that $100 billion industry wants you to know that. Nobody. By the end of this video, you will know how to find any leak from inside your attic, identify exactly what failed, and seal it permanently. Same product, same method. Fraction of a penny on the dollar. Let me show you exactly where your roof is leaking right now and why it is simpler than anyone ever told you. This channel exists for one reason: to put the repair manual back in your hands. The one they stopped printing, the one your grandfather had in his head but nobody passed down. Every week we document the skills, the materials, and the exposed economics behind the repairs. You have been told, require a professional. No filler, no fluff. Just what works and what they charge you not to know. If you are the kind of person who refuses to pay $1,000 for a $3 fix, you are in the right place. Subscribe. Because this is not the last time we are going to save you money. Now let me show you how a roof actually fails. Because once you understand that, the mystery disappears. Your roof is not a single thing. It is an assembly. Components joined together. And the components that fail are small, cheap, and predictable. There are 4 categories of failure, and one of them accounts for the majority of every service call in the country: flashing failures. 60%. 6 out of 10 roof leaks come from flashing. Flashing is the metal or rubberized material that seals the joints where your roof meets a wall, a chimney, a vent, or a valley. It is the weakest structural point on any roof. It is where water wants to go. And it is where sealant degrades first. The second category is pipe boot deterioration. 20% of leaks. Every plumbing vent that exits your roof passes through a rubber boot. That boot is made of neoprene. Neoprene has a lifespan of 7 to 12 years. Your roof lasts 25 to 30. Do the math. That boot will crack and fail at least once during the life of your roof, guaranteed. The third category is damaged shingles, 10%. Wind lift, hail impact, foot traffic from the last contractor who walked your roof without care. The fourth category is valley failures, another 10%. Valleys collect the most water volume and see the most wear. Now here is the part that matters. Every one of these failure points is repairable with products that have been commercially deployed for decades. Grace Ice and Water Shield has been in continuous use for over 35 years. GeoCell's Tripolymer sealant technology has decades of deployment in commercial, industrial, and military applications. These are not experimental products. These are not internet hacks. These are the proven, documented, professionally used materials that already exist on the shelf. The 60% number is the one to remember. Most leaks come from one category. Picture a cracked neoprene pipe boot, brittle, split along the top where the sun hits it every day. Water runs down the pipe, hits that crack, and drips onto your decking. That is not a roofing catastrophe. That is a $3 repair. So if the products exist and the technique is simple, why are you still calling a roofer? We have documented dozens of these exposed repair categories. What you're seeing today is the surface. The vault contains the full library: structural, plumbing, electrical, shelter integrity. Every category researched, sourced, and priced against the industry alternative. No filler, no fluff. Just what works and what they charge you not to know. But stay here, because I'm about to show you the science behind why a $3 tube outlasts a $1,000 repair. Let me walk you through what these products actually do at an engineering level. Liquid rubber's sealant compound achieves 950% elongation. That means it stretches nearly 10 times its own length before failure. Think about that. Your roof expands and contracts with every temperature cycle, every season, every day. A rigid patch cracks, a 950% elongation sealant moves with the roof. It breathes. DAP, ultra-clear roof. Sealant operates across a temperature range of 0 degrees Fahrenheit to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. GeoCell's formulation adheres to wet surfaces. You can apply it during active moisture conditions. UV resistance ratings on these products span years of direct sun exposure without degradation. Every one of them meets VOC compliant standards in all 50 states. And here is the validation that matters most. These products are used by military facility maintenance crews, hospital building management teams, commercial property managers, responsible for hundreds of rooftops. Professional roofers use the identical products, the same tube. Picture a property manager overseeing 50 commercial rooftops. That manager cannot call a contractor for every drip. That manager uses the same $3 tube. applies the same technique. Exposed, repeated, proven across thousands of structures. 950% elongation. That is the number. Remember it. So the products work. The science is proven. Now let me tell you why you have never heard any of this. The United States roofing industry generated $99.8 billion in revenue in 2025. Estimated at $100.5 billion for 2026. IBIS World. Publicly available data. The average professional leak repair costs $1,147. A pipe boot replacement service call runs $150 to $350. The component itself costs $20 to $50. The labor takes 30 minutes. Now here is where it gets deliberate. Roofing trade publications openly describe the leak repair call as a customer acquisition tool. Read their own marketing literature. The repair visit becomes a full roof inspection. The full roof inspection becomes a quote. The quote lands between $9,000 and $30,000 for a full replacement. The leak call is not a service. It is the top of a sales funnel. The industry's own publications document this. They teach it. They optimize it. The $3 tube on the shelf at your hardware store cannot generate a $9,000 upsell. It cannot trigger an inspection. It cannot open a sales conversation. Every time you call a roofer about a drip, you are entering a sales funnel designed to sell you a new roof. That is not speculation. That is their business model. Published, documented, exposed. If this is the kind of knowledge you want, practical, verified, no nonsense. Subscribe. We document what the industries do not teach. Hit the bell. Share this with someone who owns a home. Because this information does not survive unless you pass it on. Now, before I hand you the exact steps, I have to be honest about what this cannot do. Sealant repairs work for isolated, identifiable failure points. A cracked pipe boot, a lifted flashing edge, a single damaged shingle. If your decking is rotted, that requires professional intervention. If you have widespread leaking across multiple areas, that signals system failure, not component failure. That is a different situation. Roof access is dangerous. Falls from roofs cause thousands of injuries every year in this country. Any pitch above 6 to 12 requires fall protection equipment. Do not take that lightly. Product compatibility matters. GeoCell is not rated for EPDM rubber roofing. DAP is not designed for polypropylene surfaces. Read the tube. And excessive sealant application can trap moisture beneath the surface, creating worse problems than the leak itself. More is not better. Precision is better. With that understood, here's exactly how to do it. Step 1. Attic diagnosis during active rain. Take a flashlight into your attic while it is raining. Trace water trails uphill along the rafters. Water enters at the highest wet point, not where it drips to the floor. Mark the entry point. Step 2. Exterior confirmation when dry. Get on the roof safely when conditions allow. Locate the corresponding area from above. Look for cracked pipe boots, lifted flashing, missing or damaged shingles, or separated valley material. Step 3. Surface preparation. Clean all debris from the repair area. Remove any degraded sealant completely. The new material needs direct contact with the existing surface. Step 4. Application. Apply a sealant bead around cracked pipe boots. Use flashing tape on compromised joints and flashing edges. Apply patch compound to cracked or damaged shingles. GeoCell 2315 LRF for flashing. DAP Ultra Clear Roof for general sealing. Grace Vicor Plus for self-adhering flashing membrane. MFM Peel and Seal for larger patching areas. Step 5. Verification. Re-inspect your attic during the next rain event. Confirm the marked entry point is dry. No new trails, no drips. Done. Total material cost for a single point repair, $3 to $8. For a complex multi-point repair across several failure areas, $20 to $40. Compare that to $1,147. Here is what just happened. You learned that the most common roof leaks are caused by small, cheap, predictable components. You learned that the products to fix them have been commercially proven for decades. You learned that professional roofers use the same materials you can buy for $3. You learned that a $100 billion industry has no financial incentive to teach you any of this. The products are on the shelf. The technique is proven. The knowledge is yours now. In any disruption scenario, any emergency, any situation where professional services become unavailable or unaffordable, the ability to maintain your own shelter is not optional. It is foundational. The $3 tube in your garage is not a hack. It is self-reliance. Share this video with every homeowner you know. The information does not survive unless it moves. Next week, we expose another repair category the industry would prefer you never learn. Same format, same proof standard, same $3 revolution. Stay sharp, stay informed, stay dry.